How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to my channel, Deconstructing Narcissism. So today I wanted to talk about a little bit about my life, but as well as why it's always usually not. I guess I don't want to say always. Why it's usually the best. It's usually the best situation is to go with your gut feeling. When it comes to really anything in life, and what I'm trying to say is, if you have a sneaking suspicion that something is not for you, or you just have a bad feeling about it, like for example, in my case, jobs, I was working at a company called Abbott. It was a very good company, but later on I found a job that was paying $4 or $5 more than I was making. So I got into the interview at this job, and I really wasn't feeling the interview at all. I really didn't like the lady whatsoever. Right after the bat, she was making excuses, saying like, oh, nobody wants to work because of this and that, and you know, we can't find people to work and it's so hard. And immediately that set off a red flag for me, because usually when a company says they can't find people, it's for a very good reason. Or usually when they have a high turnover rate, it's probably in your best interest to do a 180 and walk away from that job, like immediately. Don't even give it a second thought. Do a 180 and walk away, because they could have multiple reasons for why they can't keep people. It could be a bad boss. It could be, they expect people to learn. Like for example, when jobs say like, we want a rock star player, we want a team player, we want somebody who can go into this job with no training, or it's just go. Like, this is like why so many jobs want people with a bunch of experience, just because they don't want to spend any money on training people for their position, which is magical thinking. It really is. Like, you can't just go into a new position and expect to know how to do things. You have to be trained, and not only do you have to be trained, but you have to be trained by trainers who actually are passionate about their jobs and what they're doing. Like, if you have trainers that are there just for the sake of the pay raise, they're not going to be passionate about training you. Excuse me. I've had one too many jobs where you have trainers that blame you for not being able to learn the position, where they're like, well, everybody else can do it, then why can't you do it? Sounds like a you problem. Like, classic, like, point the finger at yourself, but everybody else can do it, so it must be your problem, must be your fault. This and that. It's just it's absolutely ridiculous in my opinion. So be on the lookout for that, especially if you just started a job. If you find out that the trainers really don't seem passionate about their jobs, or they just get frustrated easily and start blaming you for not being able to learn what they're teaching you as fast as they want you to learn it, then that's probably not the best environment to be in, to be 100% honest. Like I said, I've had way too many jobs that were like that, where the trainers just don't have the motivation to teach you in a way that works for you. You want to get a job where the trainers are compassionate and they realize that not everybody learns the same, because we don't all learn the same. We're all different. Some people learn better hands-on. Some people learn better with, just taking a quiz. Some people can sit back and watch somebody else do something and then immediately know how to do it. Like, everybody is different when it comes to just learning in general. So if they're not compassionate, and if they're not willing to take the steps necessary to understand that not everybody learns the same way, and to help you help teach you another way, and help you learn another way, then chances are you should probably get the heck out of Dodge, out of that job as fast as possible, because it's just not going to be worth your time whatsoever. Like, it's just not. I've had so many jobs. I've had way too many jobs like that. Yeah, just keep in mind, guys, the grass is not always greener on the other side. You might have a job that pays more, but it's going to be, at the very least, it's going to be a lot more stressful, and or you're going to have abusive people that you're going to have to work with that are not going to be pleasant to work with at all. So again, just, I don't want to tell anybody what to do, but just keep that in mind when you see that job that pays a lot more than the one that you're currently at, and just think about it. Like, just look at the reviews, see what the reviews are saying. Go to the interview. If you get an interview, go to the interview. But if you get a bad feeling in your gut, if your intuition, that's your intuition telling you something. That's your intuition telling you that this is probably not the best place to be long term. Like, if I had stayed at my previous job and have not gone to this one, I would still have a really decent enough paying job right now. But unfortunately, I decided to go to this other job, and I completely regret doing it. And I'm currently out of a job right now. I mean, I'm starting a job, but like I said, it's paying a lot less than what I was making. I mean, it's kind of a slap in the face that I have a decent amount of experience, and they're paying me they're paying me so low. It's just like really a low ball move. Like, but I'm only taking this for right now because I have to until I can find something better, that pays better. But just like I said, remember, guys, the grass is not always greener on the other side. It really isn't. Follow your intuition. Your intuition is right. Oh God, I want to say 9 times out of 10 your intuition is right. Most of the time when I got a bad feeling about something, especially when it was about my parents, before I knew they were narcissists, this was around the age of 24, when I had a suspicion. I was really digging deep, investigating, trying to figure out what my parents were and why things were happening. And it's, as soon as I figured out everything that was happening and what they were doing and who they really were, it's just like everything started clicking into place, like about my life, just why I feel so empty, why things the way they are, why I can't seem to hold on to jobs. Just everything clicked into place. So your intuition, guys, I'm telling you, it's really gonna help you out in a lot of life situations. It really is your biggest I want to say your best tool that you have is your intuition. There's a time and a place where you want to think logically, right? At work and things like that, to if your boss, or to keep your boss happy, I should say. Like, don't ignore your intuition. Like, maybe, it's not going to be right 100% of the time, but a lot of the times it is, at least in my opinion and my experiences. It's saved me from a lot of bad, but it's also, not following it has really put me in a lot of bad situations as well. So, just keep that in mind, guys, for the future. Your intuition really is the best tool that you have to judge something, whether that be a job or a person. Like, if you get a bad feeling, don't rush into anything, whether it be a relationship or a job or a house, whatever that may be. Take a step back, think about it, listen to what your gut is telling you, and then if you really feel like you need to do this thing, whatever it may be, then go ahead. But never forget, that gut feeling you get. You never completely ignore that bad gut feeling you have, or that gut, because it's telling you something, guys. It really is. It's telling you that something's up. Like, we don't have. This is just kind of a weird analogy. We don't have spidey senses and like real life, but like, you know, your intuition and your gut feeling is the closest that we all get to that, in my honest opinion. So again, keep that in mind. Whatever decision that may be in your life, keep that in mind. And if your gut's giving you a bad feeling, like I said, take a step back, reconsider your options, and if you still feel like it's the best choice for you, then go ahead with that choice. But never forget never completely ignore your intuition, what your gut is telling you. Anyway, guys, I'm about to get to the gym. Just wanted to make this really quick video again. I'm going to be uploading a lot more now that I have a little more motivation to upload. I had previously stopped uploading on this channel for like a whole year and a half or something. I just had no motivation. I was so tired of just everything. I still am, but you know, this is the only, like, ranting on here is the only thing that really helps me in my daily life. So anyway, if you guys like the video, you know what to do. Put a comment down below. Subscribe to my channel if you like it. Recommend any topics that you'd want me to discuss, and I will try to get to them as soon as I can. But until next time, guys, my name is, I never formally introduced myself. My name is Brandon. By the way, this is the very first time I'm introducing myself, and this has been Deconstructing Narcissism. Take care.